Good day, everyone. I am Shylen Abayan, and I am here to answer some questions in relation to econometrics. Question number one: what is the conditional expectation function or the population regression function? My answer is, given the values of the independent variable or the x, the expected value of the dependent variable, which is the y, is known as the conditional expectation function, also referred to as the population regression function. Put simply, it indicates how the mean or the average of response of y varies with x. Question number 2. What is the difference between the population and the sample regression functions? Is this a distinction without difference? My answer is that the location of the conditional mean of the variable y, which is the dependent variable, for the fixed variable x, the independent variable, is the population regression function. The estimated relationship between the independent or explanatory variable x and the dependent variable y is displayed by the sample regression function. The main distinction between the two regression functions is that the population regression function is a line of best fit for the entire population, whereas the sample regression function is based on a sample. Question number 3. What is the role of a stochastic error term in regression analysis? What is the difference between the stochastic error term and the residual? My answer is that the stochastic error term is the effect of the variables that were omitted from the equation, presumed to have a mean value of 0 and to be uncorrelated with the independent variable, which was supposed to have a constant variance and to be uncorrelated with its own past values. Meanwhile, the differences lie in the fact that the residuals and tested through sampling, while its stochastic error is tied to the population. Thus, the residuals are estimates for errors. Question number 4. Why do we need regression analysis? Why not simply use the mean value of the regress and as its best value? My answer is that regression analysis is a reliable method for determining the variables that affect a certain issue. Regression analysis gives you the confidence to identify the components that are most important, the factors that may be disregarded, and the relationship between the factors. In actual data, we never obtain the mean of the regress. Instead, we obtain the samples that may lie near or far from the mean, raising potential concerns about the sample value. The last question, or the question number 5. What do we mean by a linear regression model? My answer is that when we say linear regression model, it means to describe the relationship between a scalar response or the dependent variable and one or more explanatory variables or the independent variables. Simple linear regression refers to the case where there is just one explanatory variable in linear regression. The relationships are described by means of linear predictor functions, the unknown model parameters of which are estimated from the data. These models are referred to as linear models. That is all for today's video. Thank you, and I hope you learned something.